Hey guys, it's Thursday and here's where I'm at. So as I said, I went ahead and did this section of railing and started on the deck. Here's a look at what's done from the outside. So as you can see, the top cap was sanded. I did the inside and outside of the railing. I wiped it for drips, but it's going to continue to drip overnight. And then I started on, and to do this, keep in mind, I masked off that entire wall with plastic, and I put drop cloths over the entire deck to keep it from getting overspray on it. So, next, here is a look at the top cap and the inside. So what I'm probably going to do is here, it kind of sucks, but probably here, and I'll have to do the gussets just to make it match. So we'll just see. That's kind of right now I'm working on the deck. So you can pretty much see what's going on here. I've gone through and wiped that board, and I'll do it again in the morning just because I've gotten the bottom of all the pickets, and some of them will continue to drip because of gravity. So inside of the railing is done to here, and you can see what I've got done here. I've got this is as far as I got, but as you can see, so I've got this cut in, so this middle part will go pretty fast. This is the part that's going to take the longest to dry. So we're going to give it overnight tonight, see where it's at, and then I will have this done. I'm going to do this first thing. So we're guaranteed to get this thing done this week. Okay. So that was my main concern. At this point, I'm not real worried about getting done with the deck and having it all dry. This is the main concern. It's going to be done by end of the day tomorrow. You can kind of see the difference in how it's going to look. So, I was never real worried about the quality. It's just the time. So tomorrow, if things go the way I'd like them to, the plastic off this side, I'd like to be able to spray everything else. However, judging by the drift today, that darn fifth wheel, or whatever that is a giant problem for me. And then they have their windows open. So I've got to be extra careful of my overspray, and it wants to go right there all the time. So I'm going to have to cover that. And it's something that, those are one of the things that people don't usually think about, that I don't even want to deal with it. That's not really worth the liability of tape peeling paint off, touching it, and then being blamed for a dent. Like, I would rather not have anything to do with that at all, because it has nothing to do with my job, and it's worth 10 times more easily than I'm going to be paid for this job. So those are one of the factors here that, I'll put plastic up over it, but it's just a bummer to have to deal with something that has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm doing here, and then add liability of stuff that can go wrong with something that I have no business even being around. So anyway, you can see there were some spots here before. I did my best to get them out, so there may be some as this dries the way it was before, but you can see the difference. It's going to look really nice. I'll deal with the problems as they arise. Hopefully I get a wind that's favorable. I am spraying with a small tip and very low pressure and back brushing everything. So, hopefully I can get down. Hopefully I'm worrying about nothing and the wind's going to be blowing the right way and I won't even have to touch it. But you never know. And that's one of the aspects of the time and things that I don't think generally are thought of going into these kind of jobs is pressure variance. If you have an inversion, it causes the overspray to be pushed down, in which case it's more likely to sit around and contact vehicles. And that happens usually when you get clouds and whatnot. And if you don't have the clouds, then it can go up. And then you're worried about it carrying how far it's going to go. And with paint, it typically dries in the air, but with oil, it stays wet. So anyway, that's the biggest part back there. I think I'll be able to get this done or really close to it by the end of the day tomorrow, depending on how far I got to go with that. And then we'll have the lower deck to deal with and this little thing on Monday. And then hopefully Tuesday, I will wrap up everything and be out of here Tuesday or Wednesday. Done with the whole job, out of here. That being said, anyway, that's where I'm at. We'll see how it ends up. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'm sorry I haven't been sending the videos. I will start sending them one after the other here shortly.